I was born in Liberia. My parents were farmers. We had a very happy life, and that safety, that freedom, we had a very comfortable life until 1989. There was a civil war. It was becoming very brutal. Unfortunately, my father was killed, and then my mother and all the siblings, everyone just went head to scatter.
Life used to be on a track, so I've been always dreaming to especially cure cancers. I went to prestigious universities in the world. My dream was coming true, and suddenly I was out of the tracks. There was this young activist and singer which represents most of young generation in Ethiopia. Then one day they killed him or assassinated him.
I decided to find my way to another country on my own. For me, I was unaccompanied child at the age of 14. I went to Guinea, which is my first country of asylum, where I was taken care of by the UNHCR and placed in the refugee camp for 12 years. Everything was extremely difficult, and as a child refugee, it was even difficult because I lost the safety and the protection of my family.
We all went to protest. I've been arrested, I've been persecuted. Once that thing happened to me back home, it's like the road is banned, so I couldn't continue. After that, I didn't want to stay in that country, so that's why I fled out.
I've been part of the church for 6 months, and there was a need for a vision statement. And we met together one evening and we prayed, and our vision statement for St. Luke's became that we are a growing and inclusive church that mirrors the love of God as shown by Jesus. And we were tested with it as soon as the asylum seekers arrived in the hotel here in Hoylake. It was 2020, church was closed, pandemic, and there was a knock on the door, and it was members of the council and members of Heart for Refugees charity. Their request: let's open at 6 o'clock tonight, Kate. We will provide the food, you provide the space. There were 60, I think, at that time, single male asylum seekers. I remember that afternoon thinking and petrified, absolutely petrified, because Hoylake is white, middle class, diverse in its opinions, but not in its population and its ethnicity.
We have a natural tendency to be cautious when we approach people who are unfamiliar to us. I understand that. And fear can transform into hostility. And for me, we challenge hostility with hospitality. And you can move from a situation of fear to a real relationship and respect.
So God is a place we go to get peace and get happiness and feel protected. I arrived in the UK in 2004, and I said that the best place to start was to work with people with lived experience of forced migration, and to share our stories together, but also to create an opportunity for people to feel belong and feel safe in the environment that we all find ourselves in our new home. So for the last 20 years, I've done this locally, nationally, and internationally.
That first evening, I remember as the meal was shared, feeling a huge sense of joy, love, but relief. We didn't need to look alike, we didn't need to eat alike, we didn't need to eat the same foods. We came together around a table and we shared a meal together.
The most repeated ethical requirement in Scripture, love the stranger and regard somebody who's from somewhere else as a citizen living amongst you who belongs. It's an ancient concept, but we need it today.
An important lesson for me is welcome isn't about me doing to another. It's about enabling them. The first couple of weeks we fed every night, and then it dawned on us that actually these people wanted to cook for themselves. We often have this view that we need to help another, but actually perhaps we should start to allow people to help us And by helping us, we continue to grow and show that love of God.
We're all strangers and guests and also hosts to each other. I see that modeled in Jesus Christ. And I think Jesus gave us a way to measure what welcome and inclusion means. You will see me and serve me in those who are the most excluded, those whose voice is the most marginal. Make all your decisions by asking who is hurting the most and how can we ensure that there is inclusion here and healing.
Opening that door that first day was saying yes to God, and we have learnt to say yes ever since.
My passion personally now is to get churches on board to become churches of sanctuary. We should be leading the way.
This is the right time that the church should stand up and doing smaller things towards the bigger picture.
Since I came to the UK, I've seen the real Christian values. Every church I went to, they are genuine, so they don't avoid you, they don't discriminate you. It's not because that they have to do it, or it's not because this is their job. They do it from their own hearts. This is like a family. I feel like at some point, well, it's a family that God has provided for me. Felt lost, damaged, but here I am, different life, new beginning, and a little hope.
There is a universal language of love that unites us all as one body. We're not an island of strangers. We are God's creation.
Let's build a world in which there is mercy and love and kindness for everyone.